It's a religion. See? Sometimes we maybe have to believe because we don't know. We cannot reach our mind to that, to that direction. So since we cannot reach to that kind of border, then maybe we have to believe. Says Buddhists believe rebirth. Buddhists believe karma. so some kind of like becomes a belief system. In reality, it's not a belief system. That's reality. We are reborn anyway. If you don't believe it, you are still reborn. So, if you say, I don't want to reborn, so still you'll be reborn. So I don't believe karma. Still karma is around you. The causality, So that's it. Buddha's teaching is very scientific, we should say. But beyond the science, because the mind, now that we know there's a psychology, isn't it? Psychology, what's called neuroscience? Neuroscience. It's basically mind, talking about the mind. But Buddha's teachings beyond that, you see. Neuroscience, psychology, psychotherapy. Basically, those are about the mind, isn't it? But very limited, So to know more about the mind, then look at loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, and then this relative bodhicitta, absolute bodhicitta. Those are such a profound kind of technique. Okay. Now what do you think? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, could you please elaborate how loving kindness and compassion are beyond the mental sciences, or how it's beyond mind?
No, not beyond mind. It's not a beyond mind because it is beyond the measurement. See, it's infinite. Yeah, that's what it's,
I understand.
Yeah, that's why it's mentioned. It's like a space. Space has no measurement. Nobody can measure space, isn't it? How far the space goes. Say, this is when Buddha at enlightenment. They said there's no beginning. Just an example, if you ask, what's the beginning of the space? Is there any answer? There's no beginning, isn't it? Is there any beginning of the space? In the scientist's theory, If any scientists have that said, they said this is the beginning of the space. Have you heard of? No.
Space is here. Space is matter.
Space is matter.
There is no end to space.
Yeah, there's no beginning.
There's no beginning.
No beginning. What's the difference between space and the universe?
The universe is contained in space.
Universe is contained in the space. So space is not universe. Why not? Space is universe.
Science thinks there may be multiple universes, so space would be bigger than that.
So the universe of space, if you say that. No?
Universal space.
Space permeates?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
oh,
like space is the ground. I mean, the
Space
universe
is-
is a unit.
universe is contained within the space.
Yes.
So universe is what? What you can say identify? What is universe? No?
Planets.
Does it matter?
Matter and
Matter.
antimatter.
Well, in this vibrational level that we're part of, but another vibrational level that we're not part of is not our universe, but it would be in space.
I think it's different ideas of space. People
Ideas.
call this space, but it's
Yes.
really just air molecules
Yes.
that are smaller than we can see with our natural eye.
Yes. This is space.
Different idea of
Mm-hmm.
space.
But they're bumping around within space.
So are we.
Well, this is true, but space, and so the air molecules.
There's called space is within the universe. Have you heard of that?
Space is nothingness, but this idea, the fact that we have ideas about the difference between matter and space. We
Yes.
have ideas.
Yes.
This is the mind you're talking about.
Yeah.
We have conceptions of reality and conceptions of spirituality, conceptions of non-reality, conceptions of truth, and conceptions of the universe, and conceptions of, our solar system within the universe. So we build all these thoughts.
Stars.
Thoughts.
Thoughts.
Thoughts. But still, it's not the same as the reality of existence of space. You can't conceive space.
You cannot conceive space. Oh.
Not with the mind. I mean, beyond a conception.
So what is how you identify space?
I guess it's like talking about emptiness. I mean,
Emptiness.
Exactly.
yeah,
So space is emptiness.
I guess, right?
Between you and me, this space is emptiness.
I mean, there's emptiness and there's form. Right?
Yes. So there's a form.
There's a form.
Yes.
And in between that would be
Yes.
emptiness.
The form is
The
emptiness.
emptiness and the form are the same.
Emptiness is the form and same.
Yes. Form is
So
emptiness.
this is emptiness,
It is, absolutely.
but it's
Quantum
also
physics
space.
says expressly that they have decided, they have seen that all matter is space.
Space. Okay.
The smallest quantum particles that they study.
So the universe is emptiness.
Exactly,
So universe is space.
exactly.
Pervaded by
No.
space. It's like
No, the space is big.
It's like space is a container, and space also pervades all the matter therein. I think it
So don't contradict,
But as Buddhists, we're trying to understand this. As Buddhists, if you try to understand this, it's the knowledge is contained contained in special insight, and all that, this knowledge is there.
Okay.
Imagine being a Buddha and being able to just perceive that directly and knowing what you were talking about.
Exactly, we're trying to talk about it, that's the mistake.
Okay.
Perceive it. When we haven't seen it, when we haven't perceived it.
So who is measuring all this?
The mind.
See, that's what I'm saying. See how the mind is so complex. You see, now you understand. You see, sometimes it contradicts, and then you try to solve that contradicted. See, that's the complexity of the mind. So Buddha solved that puzzle of that complexity of the mind. And everything is harmonized where it is. Now you're making sense, isn't it? See? So that's why we need to not just understand the philosophy, but how to free from the suffering. So we dedicate our whole life. How much we are working, isn't it? We are working for what? To achieve something, to get something, isn't it? How to free from suffering. If I do this, I feel better because this is way how to free from suffering. If I do this, I'll get some benefit so that I will have some peace and happiness. Everyone's project is that. Even the ants running here and there, even the cockroaches running in the kitchen, they're looking for something, risking their life. See, that's the Buddhism. See, make sense? That's what we need to study, we need to practice. We're not making new, but we try to understand what really Buddha's message is. Sometimes they present you Buddhism as a religion. You have to believe this, you have to believe that. No, this is the way, And all those Buddha said, don't do this, is something like only for Buddhists. Buddha said, so you have to do this, so something like this message only for Buddhists. But in reality, all Buddha said is universally how to free from this suffering, how they are cause of suffering. Not only just for Buddhists, not just only for the believers, believer or non-believer, educated or uneducated, rich or poor. It transcends all the differences. Buddha's speech, teaching is the teaching of the wisdom to know the reality. See? Like, for example, the fire is hot at the time of Buddha. So don't touch the fire. It will burn your hand. Still, fire is hot, isn't it? If we touch, it will burn our hand. See? That's why when you study, when you practice, you can appreciate. I'm so fortunate. See, when we know this, first of all, that's reality. We know the reality. Secondly, we will not derail from the practice. See, a lot of people derail from the practice, isn't it? See, because they don't understand. It's just your belief. No? Buddhism is we call peaceful. It's a peaceful method because we all desire peace. It's not a philosophy. It's not a belief system. Reality in the innate of the mind. As soon as when you have some peace, you feel so comfortable with that. Is there anyone who doesn't feel comfortable when there's a peace and happiness? Even insects, isn't it? It's just, that's how it is. That's how I should know. I should practice. Every minute you can enjoy this message. Practice. Yeah, any other questions? Any questions you have? Or comments? Yes, go ahead.
So you said that we spend most of our time bouncing from desire and aversion.
Mm-hmm.
In a practical way, conventionally, how can we see through that? I know that, once you get higher levels, you have equanimity, but just as we are today, how can we help see through those two?
First you see that. Do you see that now when I said that? You understand that, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Everywhere. So that's first acknowledgement. You acknowledge what's around you. See that, see. That's how much I suffer from this. See. You see that. Then from there you start how to practice, see. How to reduce these degrees, the many degrees, you see. So many level of the degrees, like anger. There's first there's small of anger. Then there's stronger anger. Then you can say there's outrage. No. When there's small anger, it's like around, when there's some ants doing the, what's doing here, you step on the ants, It's okay. But you don't have a power, mental, aggressive of the power to kill the people there. You may be upset. Why you are here? You may say, get out of here, Then when your anger is very strong, you don't hesitate. Get rid of that person. You see. That's it, like say, your family member, your parents. To get rid of them, you have to be such a strong anger, isn't it? See, there's so many different levels of the degree of these mental afflictions. That's well compassion. There's many different levels of the practice of compassion. So that's you first, just step by step practice those, you see.
saying, as we are chasing our happiness, and we're all chasing our happiness and
Yes.
trying to avoid suffering,
Mhm.
and to me, to understand causality, to understand that you're causing your own suffering when you have aversion. You're causing your own suffering when you have desire.
Yes.
When you start to understand that you are
Yes.
causing
Yes,
yourself discomfort
that's right.
by these extremes.
That's
By
right.
going to extremes.
Yes.
That's what they are aiming at, the middle way.
That's right. Is there anybody who speaks Tibetan? Nobody.
You do.
No. I'm saying here. Anybody who can translate for me? No. No. Okay. Because my English is very limited. Oh,
You do okay.
I do okay. Maybe I do okay, but still I'm suffering.
Practice makes perfect, so the more you teach us, the better. We'll listen and listen and listen.
You have to translate for yourself then.
Yes, I'm saying, I'm suffering. Yes.
You said earlier, you meditate
No.
and eventually you get insight.
Mm-hmm.
But while you were talking, it just seems like there's so much like classroom work during the day, all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Just do mind training, throughout the day. Before you can even get to a place where your mind can really be settled, to really see the nature of reality. Is that kind of the process in a sense? It's just settling, renouncing, letting go, all that, and then the meditation actually becomes a different kind of meditation, insight meditation. Is that accurate? Or?
Many steps, different steps, many steps there are to take. First, you see those mindful, even though they may not have lakal shamatha, but you still have meditation. So now, even you can kind of have the relaxation of like 5 minutes. It's a kind of meditation. Not the best one, but it's better than, better than none, See. So like that, you take step by step. You see, that's what I mean. So you see it, you take step, try to relax. So first, we'll talk those, of course, tomorrow. First, everything is impermanent. Impermanence is not a Buddhist belief. Impermanence is the reality of the all phenomena. You see, it's changing. See, so look at that. So we don't pay attention. You see, oh no, spring is coming, beautiful flowers. The grass, the green, all the leaves are coming. Oh, so we're looking forward. You see, but we don't see as impermanent.
That's practice.
You see. So you see, winter, long winter, cold, bitter cold. You don't like it, but you have no choice. See, so you have to bear it. But this winter, see, there's aversion. You see, there's aversion of the winter. Bitter winter.
And you should embrace impermanence because
No.
it's the spring.
Then the spring is just so beautiful, You're so attached to spring. See, that's what I mean, see. So we have to learn. Everything is impermanent. Good or bad is changing. Constantly changing. As you said, The scientists, they said, now you see, all the rocky, solid mountains are changing every second, isn't it? You see. That's reality. Look at the jewel ornament of liberation at the section of the impermanence, you see. This gross impermanent, subtle impermanent, most subtle impermanence, see. Look at those, you see. Most subtle impermanence, we cannot perceive our gross mind. Like say, the running of the river. Today I saw the river. Tomorrow with my friend I go there. Oh, I saw this river yesterday. In reality, the river I saw yesterday, where? It's gone. It's not. But our mind is so diluted. No? So if you have such awareness, mindfulness, oh, yesterday I saw the river, it's gone. This is not different. The continuation is same continuation, but diluted by that continuation. So I see this, everything's illusion. Illusory nature. See this, see. So then there's a way how your mind can be free from the fixation. We're so fixated that I dislike this. We're so fixated that I like this. So when we know how to free from this, then you allow. That's called letting go. Letting go, that's how you learn. It's not just get rid of everything what you like, It's how everything goes that way. Then it's a letting go. Because I have no choice. If the choice, of course, then we just hold on, So I will not let you go. Make sense? See, that's us, how to free from the suffering. So it's how to be a little more wise. That's God's mission. Wisdom, compassion. You see. There are so many layers, you see, step by step, you see. Yeah, then any other questions or comments?
Rinpoche, can you talk about the origin of suffering?
Origin of suffering is the delusion. Delusion, sikala. Yes, delusion, confusion. The confusion is caused by the ignorance. See? That precisely described in the jewel ornament of liberation, right at the beginning. All the phenomena are into two categories, two groups, the samsara and the nirvana. Samsara is by nature empty. Its projection is confusion. We're confused. Like say, as I mentioned, water is running every second. But I perceive, say, I saw this water, yes, last year. No? There's a confusion, no? See, last year the water is so big, this year water is so small. This is, I saw this water last year is so huge. Now today water is very small, you know. That's called confusion, you know. See? So we're changing every minute. We're confused, holding, saying, this is yesterday, not today, like this. Just it's confused projection. Just because of that, the defining of that is suffering. Because we're confused, then it characterizes as a suffering. Oh. Now the nirvana is empty by nature. So both samsara and nirvana, by nature, empty. No difference. But nirvana, the mental projection, the confusion, the mental projection, the confusion projection, the confused projection or the confusion is exhausted, anticipated. Because directly see this nature of the emptiness. Samsara, we don't see everything's emptiness, you know. So, because of that, the confusion is exhausted and dissipated. Its defining is free from suffering. There's no suffering. See? Then Kabupa goes on, who are the one who are confused? Oh, the sentient beings, the three worlds. The desire world, the form worlds, the formless world. Those are into these three worlds. They are confused. See? On what basis they are confused? On the basis of the emptiness. Means those who are not realize emptiness. They don't see the emptiness. What's the cause of the confusion? It's a great ignorance, you see. That's as mentioned, wisdom. Wisdom is the opposite of the ignorance. Here more wisdom, more related to the emptiness. Your realization of the emptiness is the real wisdom. So when these things are purified, ignorance, you see the emptiness. This very nature, you know, as I see, is something very real, you know, concrete, substantial. I will not see this as emptiness. Highly accomplished master. This appearance itself is emptiness. You see, that's why in the Heart Sutra, the form is emptiness. You see, and emptiness is the form. Form is no other than emptiness, and emptiness is also not other than form. No separation. See, so that's how we dispel the confusion. And so when the ignorance is purified, the confusion has no basis to function. So that's a wisdom. See. When one has that wisdom, then like Buddha, then has such great confession to all the sentient beings who are confused. In Buddha's wisdom minds, directly perceive